Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about Goblin Slayer, a popular fantasy anime from 2018 which is about the tales of Goblin Slayer, a silver-ranked adventurer who specializes in, well, you probably guessed it, killing goblins. In this video, we'll be exploring the backstory and more such info about the 9 gold-ranked adventurers in the show. Every gold-ranked adventurer from Goblin Slayer Explored. In the world of Goblin Slayer, adventurers are given different ranks based on their experience and skills the moment they join the adventurer's guild. Each one has to start from the porcelain rank, which is the lowest, and climb all the way to the platinum rank, which is the highest, although very few people in the story have been able to reach that far. The next highest rank after platinum is gold, which is also an incredible feat to achieve for most adventurers. There's been just one gold-ranked adventurer in the anime, the Sword Maiden, while the rest are exclusive to the light novel. Let's begin. Sword Saint. Sword Saint is a gold-ranked adventurer who also happens to be a team member of Hero, the strongest adventurer in the Goblin Slayer world. Not much is known about her background, but she was seen in the light novel Volume 2 for the first time when she got separated from her sister and was lost as a child. She was then rescued and reunited with her sister by female bishop and captain, 2 adventurers who were on a quest somewhere nearby. A few years later, she joined the guild to start her journey as an adventurer and rose up to the gold rank, also joining the party of Hero, the sole platinum-ranked adventurer in the anime. She then fought against the Demon Lord with her party and managed to eliminate him, putting an end to the chaos and destruction caused by the demons. Upon defeating him, she got a katana as a gift from Captain, which became her primary weapon ever since. Sword Saint is a tall, elegant woman with long black hair and red eyes. She wears a blue overcoat and has a scabbard on her left hip where she keeps her sword. When she goes undercover for missions, she ditches her usual outfit and uses a cutlass instead of her katana. She's very protective of her friends and team members and would not hesitate to draw out her weapons to confront anyone acting strange around her. She has a cool and caring personality and often comforts Hero and the other members when they need affection. As her name suggests, Sword Saint is extremely good at sword fighting and uses her special katana to eliminate her enemies swiftly. She's so good with the katana that even Goblin Slayer appreciated her impressive combat skills and battle experience. Sword Maiden, formerly female bishop. Sword Maiden is another gold-ranked adventurer in the Goblin Slayer series who went by the name of female bishop during her adventuring days. She left her job as an adventurer to serve as the Temple of Law's archbishop. She used to be an impressive adventurer, but during one of her quests, she was attacked by a group of goblins and kidnapped subsequently. Following this, she went into a state of trauma and left her life as an adventurer, joining the Temple of Law instead. Sword Maiden is one of the most beautiful characters in Goblin Slayer, with wavy blonde hair and bangs hanging over her forehead. Her outfit is usually white robes with blue borders and a golden ornament around her waist. She's a sweet and kind-hearted person, showing compassion for her friends and close ones. Unfortunately, she usually remains calm due to her past trauma from the goblin attack, which made her a closeted person who fears even talking about it ever again. Being a former gold-ranked adventurer comes with its own disadvantages. For instance, nobody helps her when her city is being attacked by goblins, as they think she should be enough to handle those lowly beings on her own. As a result, she has to hire adventurers like Goblin Slayer and his team to get rid of the goblins terrorizing her city. As for her powers, she possesses some incredible spells while also having political and religious influence that helps her get things done. As an ex-gold-ranked adventurer, she's also well-trained in combat and has credible experience in slaying monsters and demons. Sage. Sage is a gold-ranked adventurer and another member of Hero's party. Not much is known of her backstory, but we see her in the 2nd volume of the Goblin Slayer light novel when she confronts a member of the evil sect along with her team. In the later volumes, she was also seen alongside Hero when they crossed paths with Goblin Slayer in the frontier. After that interaction, she referred to Goblin Slayer as one of the weirdest adventurers to have ever existed. In volume 13 of the novel, she disguises herself as a rookie sorceress to capture a mage who had been hiding in a mountain close to Frontier Town. Sage is a woman of short height with short white hair and yellow eyes. She wears a cloak with a head cover and has a long staff as her weapon. She usually acts cold and serious with an unbothered attitude. She was quick to scold Hero when she gave away their location to the enemy while boasting about her team, showing her authoritative nature over others. Sage has a plethora of spells in her arsenal, which she occasionally uses against her enemies. Some of the spells are Fusion, Float, Meteor, Death Counter, and Battle Refresh. Captain. Captain is a veteran gold-ranked adventurer famous for leading the team of 6 that defeated the Demon Lord 10 years ago. He's also the main protagonist in the Goblin Slayer side story 2. During his youth, he trained hard in sword fighting in a school far on the east side. After completing his training and also learning a bit of magic, he set off for the Dungeon of the Dead, infamous for the deadly conditions where only the brave few could survive. At the entrance to the dungeon, he met half-elf Scout who tagged along. He further met female Bishop and Knight of Diamonds when he arrived at the Fortress City. They moved to the City Temple where they met female Warrior who was also looking for a team to go on quests with. The final addition to the team was Bugman Monk, who was already a veteran of the dungeon. Captain then led this team, and together they were able to eliminate the Demon Lord and his army, while also eliminating numerous weaker enemies along the way. The captain dons a red and black armor on top of a red outfit resembling that of a samurai. He carries a pair of swords as his primary weapon and has the sheaths attached to his left hip. He is a cold and reserved person, speaking only when necessary. Although he's not good at showing emotions, he cares for his team members, as seen when he stood up for female Bishop during an altercation with her clients. He's an incredibly skilled swordsman and proficient in sorcery as well. He uses his katanas as his primary weapons while also using spells such as Sleep, Magic Missile, Firebolt, and much more. Half-Elf Scout. Half-Elf Scout is a gold-ranked adventurer and a member of Captain's team that put an end to the Demon Lord years ago. Sometime in his early years, he became a victim of a bug attraction spell which was cast on him by a wizard. It got him stuck in a tree for many years until he was rescued by Captain and female wizard, and as a token of gratitude, he decided to join their team. He also had some useful information about the Dungeon of the Dead, which he shared with the Captain while on their way there. His typical outfit is a green cloak over a gray vest which has pockets made to hold his weapons and equipment. He also wears camouflage leggings, boots, and long-arm sleeves. He has white hair tied into a braid and a scar under his left eye. Half-Elf Scout is also the jolliest member of the group, occasionally cracking lighthearted jokes and cheering his teammates. Although he's not the bravest one, the motivation to earn respect in society drives him to join the party for the adventure in the dungeon. He's an expert at lockpicking, trap detection, and trap disarming, skills which come in very handy during his adventure in the Dungeon of the Dead. Female Wizard. Female Wizard is the second cousin of Captain and a member of his team of gold-ranked adventurers. She left her home and went to look for new quests to the Fortress City at the same time Captain did. She's a young female with pink hair, blue eyes, a large bust, and an athletic body. She wears a white mini dress with white stockings along with a green cape covering her back. As Captain's elder relative, she loves to treat him like a little brother and guide him whenever he needs help. Although she does support him as the leader and readily agrees to contribute to the plans he makes. She's a cheerful and optimistic girl and loves having jolly conversations with her friends and team members. She's also the one responsible for making treats for her team during their adventures. As the most skilled wizard of the group, she also manages new spell books and helps Captain and female Bishop learn new magic spells. She has a short staff that she uses to release spells like Dance, Fireball, Firebolt, Fusion Blast, Lightning, and Magic Missile. Female Warrior. Female Warrior is a gold-ranked adventurer and another member of Captain's party who went to the Dungeon of the Dead. She's also a main character in the Goblin Slayer side story 2, Dai Katana. She was born and raised in an orphanage and decided to become an adventurer along with her friends that she made there, often regarding them as her older sisters. However, in an unfortunate incident at the Dungeon of the Dead, all her companions were killed when they were attacked by a bushwhacker. She was the sole survivor of the attack and later joined Captain as she was in need of a new team and saw it as a golden opportunity when the Captain invited her to his. Female Warrior claims to be nameless and identifies herself with the code number assigned to her by the Adventurers Guild. She's an agile and athletic female with short purple hair and red eyes. Her outfit is a sleeveless top with a black skirt, along with armor that covers all of her right arm, her left forearm, and most of her legs. She usually remains cold due to her traumatic past and avoids getting close to her companions. She's an expert spearman and uses a long spear effectively while in combat. Bugman Monk. Bugman Monk, aka Bugman Monk, is one of the 6 gold-ranked adventurers who went to the Dungeons of the Dead under the leadership of Captain. He was recruited to the Captain's team at the suggestion of Female Warrior, as he was a veteran with a lot of information about the dungeons. Upon meeting the Captain, he was impressed by his desire to clear the dungeon instead of just being money-minded, so he decided to join the team and share all the information he had. Myrmidon Monk's outfit includes orange-colored robes with a long blue scarf he wears over his body. He also carries a sword in a sheath attached to his left hip. He also has some insect-like features such as antennae and mandibles. As the most experienced member of the party, he's well-spoken and cautious of what he says, although some may think of it as rude. He's an impressive swordsman and uses his curved sword to eliminate enemies in battle. He can also use some miracle spells like Dispel, Heal, and Silence. Barbarian. Barbarian is a gold-ranked adventurer who appears exclusively in the Goblin Slayer manga, where he was first seen eliminating a horde of goblins who had captured some women and were about to harm them. He has a muscular build and wields a powerful axe as his primary weapon. When he faced the Goblin Lord in a battle, he was caught off guard and was heavily injured, while also losing his axe in the process. It was later revealed that he had survived the injuries when he reappeared in the Goblin Slayer side story, Year 1, with a huge scar on his chest, although when he was asked about where he got the scar from, he responded by saying he was attacked by a dog. He is usually seen shirtless with only a piece of clothing covering his lower body. He's an expert in hand-to-hand combat and uses the axe proficiently to slay his enemies. Marvelous Verdict. These were the 9 gold-ranked adventurers who showcased their incredible skills and abilities in the Goblin Slayer manga and anime. And with that, today's video comes to an end. Did you like this video? Share all of your thoughts with us in the comments down below. Till next time, thanks for watching and have a marvelous day.